I like her too. I like her too. I like her because she's like that dominant girl type. And I kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like the. I kind of like dominant girls. I don't know, it's just something that's just really attractive about a girl who's dominant, likes to be dominant and in charge. I don't know, in my personal opinion, of course. But you know, if I'm gonna be honest. Okay, we're starting off with the first on this list. I guess this is a list from the internet. So Boston Celtics. I used to have a plushie basketball. The Boston Celtics, I think I had. Even though I have I don't know anything about basketball. I do have a Lakers hat though. That's because I like the color. I like the color of the Lakers. Yeah, I like the purple and gold colors. That's good, you know. But like I said, I don't know much about basketball, so people like sometimes ask me, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I said I just kind of like the way I like their style of their clothes, their like colors and the logo style. But in reality, like I have no idea anything about basketball except for you shoot a hoop in a net. Oh crap! Yeah. And that's about it. As crazy as that may sound, I know some people, fans of basketball, to be like, seriously. I'm like, yeah, basically. No, not really, but I know people out there probably like, okay, seriously, Wolf. I was like, I don't know. I like the way it looks. Cause I know some people like some people do that. They don't like when people wear, and they have no clue about it. I'm like, I don't know. Personally, for me, like I said, I like the logo, and I like the way the colors that they have and the style. You know, I kind of played basketball as a kid, but I was always socially awkward. So you know, stupid pen. I have to get another pen. This Hello Kitty pen is just not working too good. Philadelphia 76ers. Okay, if this pen would work, I could spell it properly. Basically, yeah, so when I'm playing gym, there were kids that always were better at me than I was. So of course, I would be made fun of a lot. You know, in school, or it would be awkward, and I would like miss the ball, and sometimes I would get hit with the ball or something because I didn't understand the rules, and my school would do like the exact rules, you know, of basketball, but I didn't know, you know, and it didn't be I have Asperger's, like it took me a bit of time to learn and memorize. So of course I'd be made fun of constantly for not being able to do it and stuff like that. And of course when I was in high school, there's this girl that I really liked a lot. And of course, as embarrassing as it is, I got hit in the head. It was kind of like the forehead, so I guess that's the face with the basketball. Oh my god, I remember I was so embarrassed because I'm like, I said to myself in my head, this is bleeping embarrassing. Now obviously, yes, I'm saying F-I-N-G. I'm not going to repeat it because I don't know who's watching. But yeah, that's the word I'm saying. I'm just, you know, I'm trying to be like, you know, cautious. You know how I say it, you know. But yes, you get that. But yes, I'm excited. I was thinking exactly what I said, or what you were thinking. Alright, anyway, before you ramble on about a bunch of BS. Boston Celtics, Brooklyn Nets. Right? Yeah. I just want to make sure I get it right. New York Knicks, Philadelphia 76ers, Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors. Isn't that Canada? I think there was a Prime Energy drink I had, and I think it was a Toronto Raptors. I think. Oh, look, that logo looks different. I don't know. I'd have to go to the mall again and find that. Let's see. Anyway, Chicago Bulls isn't that the team? And for those who are watching this video, isn't that the team that what he had? Michael Jordan. Wasn't that Michael Jordan's team from like back in the day? I think so. I can't remember. I think it was though. I think that was Michael Jordan's team. Oh, brother. I didn't realize. I screwed up big time. I didn't realize I had this stupid video pause the whole time. I was like, are you kidding me? Ow. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Alright, so this is the ones we went through, and I knew somebody who Orlando Magic. I knew somebody who actually was obsessed with that team. first. That guy used to drive me crazy. You know, so I'll get into it. Somebody had to deal with for a bit, you know. But I'm like, I don't know, I thought he was kind of strange. Anyway, if I ramble on about that nonsense. Chicago Bulls, and isn't that, I can't remember if I said that before the pause, I didn't realize. Isn't that the team that Michael Jordan was on like years ago? I can't remember, so let me know in the comments. Cleveland Cavaliers. Kind of like the Chevy Cavalier. No, an old car that's discontinued. My uncle used to have one. Detroit Pistons, Indiana Pacers, Milwaukee Bucks. You know, Wayne's World reference. Because I have a subscriber who likes my Wayne World videos. So I fought for her. I said, oh yeah, I gotta put that movie reference in there. When Alice Cooper says, Milwaukee. Atlanta Hawks, Charlotte Hornets, Miami Heat, Orlando Magic, Washington Wizards. Hoo-wee, am I tired? I'm like so tired, I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep. But the show must go on, as the saying goes. Especially since I gotta do this for you guys. But after this, I'm probably gonna have to go to sleep. I want to make more videos, but I don't know if I can, because I am like so. I want to do another Romeo and Juliet roleplay, but I don't know if I can. I'm like so tired. I could probably plan it maybe, but you know, but that's about it at best. Apparently this team's called Golden Nuggets. They must love gold. Okay, I'm joking, obviously. Just be funny. Don't worry, I'll repeat the names. I have to get that right now. I'm just trying to get my eyes to stop squinting. Because like my eyes feel so heavy. Like because my brain's like, come on, Wolf, just go to sleep. You're tired. And I'm like, as much as I'd love to, brain, like it sounds good right about now, but I need to do this video for my subscribers. I love my subscribers. They're like family to me. Well, I should say to me they are family. Because they are. And I do love you guys. So I do want to make sure I get this video request done. Like I said, my handwriting might be a little sloppy because like I said, I'm tired. But I really want to get this done. But for the most part, it's not. I mean, for the most part, that's not bad. That's basically my handwriting, you know. Plus, people like my handwriting. And people say all the time, like, "Oh, you got such nice handwriting." You know, some people tell me, like, "Oh, I wish I had handwriting like that." I'm like, I never really thought of my handwriting being like great. I'm used to people saying, like, "Oh, your handwriting is like doctor's handwriting. It's hard to read." Now I am going a little bit slow, like really, like, no, because sometimes I write fast, like a little too fast, and stuff like that. So sometimes, like, when I write like really slow, the people that say that are like, "Damn, you actually don't have a doctor's handwriting. You actually look like your handwriting looks perfect." But I'm not used to hearing it too, so for me it's kind of like, really? My handwriting's good? And people are like, oh yeah, it's like, yes, your handwriting's good. Give yourself some credit. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm like, yeah, it's true. Yeah. Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, Oklahoma City Thunder, Portland Trail Blazers, Utah Jazz. I find that name kind of interesting, Utah Jazz. I'm like, I don't know, just something about that. I don't know, it grabs my attention so much, you know. I mean, I guess because it's jazz, I'm thinking like, you know, jazz music. But like, I don't know, like, something about that just pulling my brain. It's like, that's interesting in a way, in a lot of ways. Golden State Warriors, I'm guessing that's in California. I'm guessing, maybe because of Golden Gate Bridge, maybe. If you're from California, let me know. Or if you're like I said, or if you're a big basketball fan, because I don't know a lot about basketball. I like basketball. I don't even want to go to to an arcade. I'll play basketball in the arcade games. Spell Warriors, okay. I'm gonna say something that I don't know a whole lot. I like basketball. It's just that, like I said, as a kid, I was made fun of a lot. And like I said too, when I was a teenager, there was this girl I had a crush on, like huge, big time. I don't remember much. I don't remember a lot about her though. It's been so many years I thought about it. I don't know. She was like, this. Like I don't remember. She was like fit, and at the time, like I said, I had a little bit of weight on, so I was a bit, back then especially, I didn't have a lot of confidence, like barely any confidence, and I was very, even like I am now, like I'm very self-conscious about my looks. So I kind of worry about it. I remember she was fit, but she wasn't. I remember too. She wasn't born. Like she was born in another country, and she came here. Like the green card or whatever they call it. I think they call it green card when you go to another country to live there. I think. I was trying to remember. Yeah, she was like. It was like. What was that place called? Oh, that's right. Yeah, Ukrainian. Yeah, she was like. Yeah, she was. She said she was. She said to somebody she was Ukrainian. Because she would sometimes speak another language. I didn't know what that. And at the time, I'm like, what? I couldn't understand what she was saying and stuff like that. And I was like, oh. I haven't thought about that in a long time now. Yeah, because there was one girl. It was her, and then there was another girl. Like she was this. She was this Latino. I can't remember if it's Latino or Latina. I can't remember what the. I can't remember. I think there's a difference, but I can't remember. But yeah, Latino or Latina, whatever you call it. I remember there's another girl that was like that too. But because she knew Spanish, stuff like that. So she would help me with my Spanish classes. Really? The Lakers are Los Angeles? I don't even know that. Real life GTA 5. Okay, yeah, I know. I know some people are like, seriously, Wolf. I'm like, I know, I had to. I had to before we get GTA 6. Again, trying to be funny. Not to sound like a doofus, but, I like to be funny. If it makes me sound like a doofus. But that's how I am, though, too. I like to be funny. I'm not afraid to address the elephant in the room. It's like I'll poke fun at myself to make people laugh. Which I've done in videos, too. Yeah, like I'll say something stupid, but in a funny way about myself. And not like in a bad way, just like in a, to be funny kind of way. My eyes are so freaking tired. I have to keep on rubbing my eyes to get them to stop wanting to close. Alright, Golden State Warriors, LA Clippers, Los Angeles Lakers, Phoenix Suns, Sacramento Kings. I think that's how you pronounce it, Sacramento. It looks like it. I've heard people talk about that before. I think that's how you pronounce it. Alright, well this is the last list, so, Dallas, so most likely that's Texas, like Dallas, Texas. I know some areas of Texas, but not a lot. I've never been to Texas. I wouldn't mind going there just to see what it's like, because obviously I know the stereotypes like cowboys and Western, but I don't know if that's true, because I went to Virginia, and I thought that down south, like southern United States, it's like people like in the movies, like they're like cowboy Western, but I was surprised what actually was. It was just kind of like a mix of different cultures. Which I was surprised, because here in the north, everybody assumes they're cowboys, and they like to dress Western and play country music 24/7. But I'm like, so of course going there, I was like, damn, this is different. They've been telling us all my life since I was a kid, that's what Texas, Georgia, Virginia, all these different southern states, and I'm like, this is different. This is not what they Yeah, I look stupid. I look dumb, and it looks obvious that I'm from the north. like, oh boy, I feel crazy now. Anyway, Houston. Yeah, that's gotta be Texas. Probably Houston, Texas. I'm guessing. Houston Rockets. And I'll read each team from the beginning too, so I can, just as an excuse to make this video longer. That way it's not so short. And for my United Kingdom viewers, I'm gonna do another sequel to the British terms and everything. Because recently with this grabber, Prince Ryan, he was telling me about the one company, Vauxhall. I thought it was Vaxhall all my life because everybody here said Vaxhall, but he said it's Vauxhall with an O, so like phone, not Vauxhall. Because I was looking at this one car I wouldn't mind having. It's from like European, because they sell them in Europe. It's like, and I'm pretty sure I believe it's England and Australia. They sell it. I could be wrong. But it's this one car from 2005. It's a Vauxhall Monaro VXR. It's supposed to be similar to American Muscle, like straight line acceleration and fast. But then of course, since it's not in America, the steering wheel for us, like for here in America, the steering wheel is on the wrong side. So basically where your driver's seat is, that's our passenger seat. As crazy as that sounds. But I'm like, I wouldn't mind driving a steering wheel on the opposite side of America. Because our post office trucks are like that, but for some reason, I guess we had to be different. I don't know. Personally, to me, I think it's a pain in the ass. I think right-hand drive is easier because, the way that the sidewalks are designed, parallel parking would be so much easier. I mean, I'm good at parallel parking. I passed it in perfect score when I did the driving test when I was I was like 18, maybe 19, something like that. I can't remember. I have to do the math and everything. I don't feel like doing the math to figure it out. But yeah, I was young and everything. But I'm like, I'm thinking about the Europeans, how they're on their side, the other side. Like this side is your driver's side. This is for us as the passenger side. Or this side, which is your passenger, is actually our driver's side. As crazy as that sounds. And I'm like, driving on this side, I'm thinking parallel parking. That would make parallel parking so much easier. And you don't have to worry about scraping up your tires or making one little mistake. Like I said, I'm good, but yes, once in a while I do scratch up the tires, which stresses me out because tires are not cheap. I mean, they're kind of, especially my car, because my car has really big rims. So, because of the high performance rims, and high performance wheels that my car needs, it's, not cheap. And, so it's like, I hate the scraping tires. These tires cost almost $200 a piece. Like, give me a break, come on. This is like almost $200 US dollars. I'm not sure what that would be in British pounds. I'd have to do it. Yeah, I'd have to do it on the phone to convert you have to convert it into, I don't know. Anyway, either way, I wouldn't mind getting that car though, that Vauxhall Monaro VXR, and bringing it to America. Now, of course, with the American government, they have all these regulations and fees you gotta do. So, of course, bringing it here is gonna be a major pain in the you-know-what. Now, technically, it's a little bit easier because of the 20-year-old law that we have. There's like a loophole that makes it a little bit easier. But of course, even then, the government's going to charge an absorbent fees. Basically, in normal terms, it's going to cost ridiculously pricey just to do it because the government wants their fair share in every single thing. We need this, and we need this money for this, and we need money for this. I'm just like, good grief, you might as well just take the wallet out of my pocket, my PlayStation 2 wallet, and keep it. Like, come on. San Antonio, yeah, that's definitely Texas, because there's a town in Texas called San Antonio. That's where the airport is, and one of the airports in Texas is, pretty sure, is San Antonio. I wouldn't mind visiting San Antonio just to see what it's like. I know I had a subscriber who actually said they're from San Antonio. So I mentioned it once in a video, and they actually said they're from San Antonio. I wouldn't mind seeing what it's like, what Texas is like. Just not curious, just so curious. But I will say that too for our subscribers who are in Europe. If you guys ever seen the Vauxhall Monaro VXR, is that a nice car? Like, is it reliable? Is it fast, or is it just like okay? Because the one I like is from Need for Speed Most Wanted, so the 2005 model and 05 Vauxhall VXR. Like, are they reliable cars? Vauxhall. No, I'm saying it wrong. Vauxhall. Are they good cars? Or are they kind of like okay reliability? Or are they like pretty good? Are they like Toyotas? Or they last? Or are they kind of like okay, not too bad? Kind of curious, you know. Well, if you know now, if you know, because like I said, we don't have any of them in America, so I have no clue at all. Like if they're good or not. But I always want to try their cars just to see just to get a feel for it. I got the Boston Celtics, Brooklyn Nets, New York Knicks, Philadelphia 76ers, Toronto Raptors, Chicago Bulls, Cleveland Cavaliers, Detroit Pistons, Indiana Pacers, Milwaukee Bucks. You kind of like a male deer buck. Oh, actually, there's a name for boys that's called Buck too, and I think because I used to know a guy actually named Buck. Atlanta Hawks, Charlotte Hornets, Miami Heat, Orlando Magic, Washington Wizards. Yeah, don't worry, this pen here, it's inside the actual pen, so there's not going to be marks to ruin my handwriting. So no need to worry. Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, Oklahoma City Thunder, Portland Trail Blazers, Utah Jazz, Golden State Warriors, LA Clippers, Los Angeles Lakers, Phoenix Suns, Sacramento Kings, Dallas Mavericks. Isn't that a movie, Maverick? Like a military movie or something, I think. I can't remember. I want to say it's like a Tom Cruise military Air Force movie, but I can't remember. Houston Rockets, Memphis Grizzlies, New Orleans Pelicans, like the bird, pelican, I guess so. San Antonio Spurs. Alright, so that's about it for this video. So I had a few ideas of writing this. The people, I leave a suggestion out there. Maybe like I write down car manufacturer names. Everything else, that'd be kind of cool to do. Or I could do like hockey team names, stuff like that. I could write down maybe like, I don't know, let's say golfers. Yeah, like professional golfers. Names, you name it. Presidents. I could do all the presidents, of course. Now that would be a extremely long video if I write down the president, because we're up to what? Are we up to like president number? Yeah, isn't the current president? Isn't he president number 47? I think. I know at one time he was 45. I think. And Biden was 46. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure current president. I think he's 47. I think. I could be wrong, and I don't know. I don't follow politics all that much, so I don't. Like I said, a little bit to understand what's going on around the world, and obviously, taxes, and stuff like that. Mostly because I hope to get better more taxes out of my tax return. Obvious things like that. Well, that and like I said, because eventually I want to invest in the stock market. So so economy-wise, I definitely study that a lot to see how it's doing and have a better understanding of it. Stuff like that. But it's made up to I like to learn. I always like to learn. But too, learning all the time is good for your brain. It actually will help your brain to live longer books and develop your knowledge, you can, now I don't know how high the chances are, but there is at least a slight